Men save money by being single. Women save money by being in a relationship. Yeah, but I will say something. Apparently, married men are more successful than unmarried men. I've seen it in my own life when men have kids. You'll have a guy that didn't really have any serious career. His wife got pregnant and boom, something shifted. Good men here. They will make more money by adopting more responsibility.
If you're in a relationship, would you let someone fly you out?
Absolutely.
What about your man? How do you think he'll feel about that?
Him. You only live once. I'm a Pisces.
I'm not mean to people. This is how I talk because I'm a Capricorn. No, you're an asshole.
That is why I always say single women cannot stand when any of their friends get into a relationship because they need their friends to support their bad behavior. As you guys know, it is said that women keep women single.
What kind of friends do you have? Welcome to this week's CATAMANIA reaction series, where I will be, as per usual, looking at some hot topics or just interesting subjects that my wonderful team has selected for me and commenting on them and reacting to them. If you are enjoying this podcast, make sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Share this episode with a friend, comment, like, whatever you need to do, whatever you know you need to do to help this podcast grow. It means more than you know. That just rhymed. I love it when things rhyme. I'm really good at rhyming in Russian because that's my mother tongue, but I'm not good at rhyming in English. Probably because it's not my mother tongue. Alrighty, let's see. I'm always a little bit nervous opening these because I never know what's awaiting. But hopefully this is all going to be fun and good. So the first topic is IVF. Let's see.
Your best friends are probably going through IVF and they don't tell you. The women who are going through it, and if the issue is theirs, you definitely don't talk about it because fertility is this really volatile subject for women. They're pushing their baby making time back because they want to do these careers that they've been told that they should do, but some of them don't even really want to do it. And there's all these weird societal expectations that we could get into, which I think kind of interesting. So if it's their fault, they're just mortified to have to share. And they feel like there's maybe something wrong with them.
You're less of a woman.
Yeah.
Or less of a man.
Yeah, 100%. I never felt less of a man. What I thought was, did I do something wrong that I'm being punished for? Why does God not want me to have kids? Because you're trying to justify it, right? You're I'm a good person. I take care of my friends and my family. What is this?
I work hard. I don't think I've mistreated my body that much.
Yeah. So you try to find the justification for it. And then you got to switch that perspective to no, shit is hard. Life is hard. You could either fold or you could get after it.
Whoa, so much to unpack here. Yeah, I know a couple of friends of mine who are going through IVF right now, and it's hard. It's really hard. And one of them actually, she never thought she wanted kids. And then recently she was like, you know what? I actually really do want to be a mom. And it's tough. And on the one hand, some of us do want to build something of our own. But then I had some of my friends too who were building up a corporate career for so long. And then in the end, they were like, I don't even like it here. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I want to be a mom. And I've just spent all this. I don't know why there's so much confusion. I don't know why there's so much uncertainty. And also, it's undeniable. I'm sure you guys have heard it on numerous occasions that there's an infertility epidemic in North America and in the Western world. And the reason why I'm so interested in this subject is because it kind of correlates with birth control in some cases. I am definitely not qualified to speak on any of the research or scientific reasoning behind it, but I am so interested in exploring that subject. I do speak about birth control a lot. Because I went through it and I've had experience with it, and I know many women who have. I have many close friends who have had just terrible outcomes even after coming off of it. So the subject is really interesting to me, but I pray for each and every one of you. If you're trying to conceive and you're struggling, I pray that it happens for you. And I pray that it happens at the perfect time. Because, we all have people that we know in our life who you look at and you're like, you'd be fantastic parents. Like, you'd be amazing parents. You definitely should have kids, And sometimes those people are struggling and you're thinking, what the hell, So I pray for each and every one of you. Oh, the subject is like heavy. We're starting with some heavy stuff today, you guys. Let's see what else is there. Second topic. Wow, that sounds interesting already. Once a cheater. That's the title. So let's see what this is all about.
I think once a cheater, always a cheater speaks to what we know about human behavior. The one thing we know about human behavior is that past behavior predicts future behavior. So if you know someone has cheated before, you've now entered it in as a possibility in this equation. If a person says, I cheated on someone when I was 19 years old and now you're 40, I'm like, okay. Developmentally, those are very different stages. I'd say with narcissistic cheaters, it's going to be a once a cheater, always a cheater. I think there is a possibility in the other group of that not being the case. But remember what cheating is a marker variable for. This is a person who showed some level of impulsivity, acting out, poor communication skills. Unless they clean that stuff up, you better believe it's once a cheater, always a cheater.
Did you hear that? Don't get back together with your ex. Don't get back together with your ex. Ladies and gentlemen, do not get back together with your ex. Did you hear that? Also, a narcissistic cheater. That's like a whole realm of fucked uppery that I didn't even think about existing. But a narcissistic cheater, whoa. Because not everyone who cheats apparently is a narcissist, and not every narcissist cheats. I've heard about that before. But a narcissistic cheater, oh, that sounds like a whole other situation. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the caption here. Cheating isn't just about attraction. It often signals impulsivity, lack of emotional regulation, poor communication, or unmet needs. Yep, that sounds right. Listen, I am lucky enough to have not had that happen. So I can only imagine the pain from that. But yeah, it's a whole thing. And the impulsivity and the lack of emotional regulation, which is mentioned in here, is totally true. Like, I think a lot of it in many of these cases could signal lack of self-control, and lack of self-control is obviously, a big issue. Wow, these subjects are like so profound and deep. And don't get back together with your ex is what I'm trying to say, because especially if it's a narcissistic ex. A narcissistic cheater. Holy. Woo! Okay, let's do the third one. These subjects are absolute. Women keep women single. Okay, this is.
Single women cannot stand when any of their friends get into a relationship because they need their friends to support their bad behavior. As you guys know, it is said that women keep women single. This is even worse when a woman is married. A married woman's single friend will do everything and anything in their power to get the friend to leave her marriage. Anything the married woman shared with her single friends, the single friends will find a way to get her to view it in a negative way. Anything the man does will be criticized and scrutinized. It is the goal of a single woman to get her friend in a relationship or a marriage to leave so that the women can be single again. That is why I always say all the time that women sabotage each other's relationships. So Doug MPA says women can't stand each other, and they can't stand when one of their friends finds a good relationship and gets married.
Where do you get your, what kind of friends do you have? That is terrible. If that is your friends, oh my God, they're toxic. Get rid of those friends. Those are not your friends. I am very lucky and happy in my life to have single friends. I have some single friends in my life who are very supportive, very happy for me. And anytime, like if I don't usually love to discuss problems if we're ever experiencing any kind of issues with Alex, but sometimes once we've resolved it, I'll bring it up usually with my friends. I specifically am thinking about two of my single friends right now. And if I am in the wrong, or if I was in the wrong in that situation, they will call me out on it. And they'll be like, I think Alex was in the right. I think you were you we need to give you a reality check. Like, those are the kinds of friends I have, and I'm blessed about that. And they're genuinely happy for me. So again, like, I don't know where this girl gets her friends from, or where she met them, but those are some toxic sounding friends, and you should definitely get rid of them instantly. Like, what? No, absolutely not. If your friends aren't genuinely happy for you in all areas of your life, be that marriage, be that career, success, job, those are not your friends. Like, they're not your friends. And believe me when I say you can find people who will cheer you on as if it's their own success. I have one friend of mine specifically I'm thinking about now, who whenever she hears good news about happening in my life, she gets more excited than I get excited. I can't even speak English anymore. But you know what I mean? Like, she gets more excited about my successes than I am. How do you finish that sentence? More excited than she gets more excited than I get excited? How do you finish the sentence? She gets more excited than I do? She gets more excited than I do. There we go. That's English. Okay. Wow. This is hard. Flown out Pisces. Okay, let's see.
If you're in a relationship, would you let someone fly you out
Absolutely.
while in a relationship?
Yeah.
What about your man? How do you think he'll feel about that?
Him. If somebody flies me out, period, I'm out. You only live once. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Pisces. I am so over. I'm a Pisces too, by the way. I'm so over people justifying shitty behavior with their horoscope sign. Like, I'm done. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not because you're a Pisces. It's because I don't even know. I'm not mean to people. This is how I talk because I'm a Capricorn. No, you're an asshole. You gotta watch for those. My mom is a Capricorn. Astrology can only go so far for me. Like, you can come at me and tell me what you think, but astrology can only go so far. Would you be okay with someone flying? We're not talking about business here. Like, we're not talking about a company flying you somewhere, or like a person who represents a company flying you somewhere for a business, right? We're talking about, I presume from this video, a romantic flying out. Like, if somebody's flying you out, this girl's like, I'm leaving the relationship anyways, because she's a Pisces. I'm done. You gotta watch out for those Pisces. He's speaking from experience. Is this true? Okay. Men save money by being single. Women save money by being in a relationship. Yeah. Yeah. But I will say something. Men, if good men, we're talking about like good men here, like men, real men, good men, real men. They will, and I've seen this in my own life. I've seen the opposite of that as well, but I've seen this in my own life. If it's a real man, they will make more money by adopting more responsibility. You can argue and say, well, he's making more money because he's spending more money, but it's true. Men will find a way to make more money the more responsibility they adopt. So apparently, like, married men, there's like a statistic. We should pull it up because I don't want to pull these numbers or pull this information out of the sky, but apparently, like, married men are more successful than unmarried men. I've seen it in my own life when men have kids. You know, you'll have a guy that I'm thinking about one specific example here who he didn't really have any serious career, any like serious job or anything like that. And then his wife got pregnant and like, boom, something shifted. He got after it, opened a business, and they're doing so well. So I feel like if it's a really good and real man, the more responsibility he adopts, and a wife is a responsibility. Do you know what I mean? That you need to be able to maintain. The more responsibility men adopt, the more successful they become, because the more they want to prosper and make sure that, you know, the woman is taken care of, the family is taken care of. You know? What's that one thing I remember watching once? Bob Proctor, you guys probably know Bob Proctor, was talking about how he set a goal to make more money than his wife can spend. And his wife said she's up for the challenge. So, noble vision. There you go. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think that's all the videos for today, for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week.